Everybody knows what this sound is. Everybody knows what they bout to hear. More than a man is nothing to play with. More than a man takes dedication. More than a man is an endless job. Good for humanity, y'all deserve some props. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. More than a man, add some civility. More than a man, builds your integrity. More than a man brings dependability to family, and his words is bonds will stand with thee.
Hello everyone, I'm Richard Joseph Bias, and in my videos what I'm trying to do is help parents, mothers, and fathers with raising their son into a great man. So the videos are all geared towards raising that young man from adolescence all the way to manhood, college, and beyond. So hopefully you like the videos, just subscribe to the channel, and help us communicate what is necessary in this world to create a young man into a great man. Looking forward to hearing from you. Looking forward to see you subscribe to my channel. And thank you. Parents, moms, dads, fathers, don't let your teenage son drive a car until he watches this video. This video is all about safety checks before you pull out of the garage, pull out of the sidewalk, start driving down the street. That's what this video is all about. Hang on, and here we go. A safety check should happen from the time you walk out the door or walk to the car. One of the first things you want to look at as you're walking to the car is whether you're on the driver's side, passenger side, or the wheels, making sure that they're not flat. Simple, easy. Also, the mirror on that side, whether the passenger side, driver's side, mirror. Looking at that, making sure it's not broken. As you're walking around the front or the back of the car, you want to look at the lights and make sure none are broken. Also, if you're in a state where they have two license plates front and back, then make sure the license plate is there and there's no dirt or whatever on it so that you can visually see it. As you're walking around the other side to the driver's side door, you look down, check the tires on that side, making sure they're not flat. As you're getting ready to open the door, look at that driver's side mirror, door mirror, make sure it's not broken, nothing's wrong with it. Okay, so you get in the car. When you're getting in the car, if it's an older car, before you start it, sometimes you want to press on the gas to get some, carburetor and just get some gas into the carburetor before you turn the ignition on. Modern cars today don't need that. So when you're going to turn on the ignition, you don't want to push on the gas after you turn on the ignition. And I'll get to that in a second. So you turn on the ignition. Most cars have a RPM gauge. The reps per millisecond of RPMs that your engine revs at. When you first turn on the car, it'll go up to close to 2,000 RPM. What you want to do is wait for it to come down below 1,000, around to 700 RPMs. This means that the engine is cooled, ready to go. Why is that? Cars sitting all night. Most modern cars, the oil drains down into the oil pan. So does none in the engine. So if you rev the engine, you could possibly damage it because there's no oil in it. Nothing to keep a smooth transition of all those parts. So letting the car rev and go down to that 700 will get the oil throughout the engine. Once that oil reaches throughout the engine, that's when you'll hear it actually calm down from the close to 2,000 RPMs to the 700 RPMs, and you know it's ready to go. This process takes between 5 to 10 minutes. It's a normal thing to do to want to, have your car and keep it for a long time. The longevity of the engine is what's important. So once you've turned the car on and you see that it goes up close to this 2,000 RPMs, you want to get out, go around to the back, making sure that none of the back lights are broken or out, and also that your tag in the back is there, visible, and ready to go. So all this, you get back in, then you want to check everything else. Your side view mirrors, your rear view mirror, all the things like that, making sure everything is ready to go. And once it hits that 700, close to 700 RPMs, you can take off and go about your business. This is helping you keep your car for a long time.
Okay, like stated earlier, as you're walking up to your vehicle, you want to do that safety check. First things you want to look at are the wheels, making sure both tires are inflated and no flats. And then your driver's side, passenger side mirror going through the front. You're going to go ahead and look at your lights, make sure none's broke. And if you have a front license plate, you want to also check that out. Coming up to the driver's side, what you want to do is look at the tires and make sure you don't have a flat. And then check that driver's side mirror. Getting in. Like I said, don't press on the gas unless you have a carburetor engine, and this way you can put a little gas into the engine before you start it. Other than that, just hit the ignition and you'll see the left side of the dashboard. You'll see the RPM gauge, and right now this one here is under 1,000, about 700 RPMs, which is great in order to start the vehicle, and that's what you want. So once you turn on the vehicle and it gets down to that level, it's good to go so far as taking off and driving it, meaning that all the oil is throughout the engine and your engine will run properly. Once you do that, if it's not there, if it's above 1,000, you want to get out, go to the back, and check your back lights, making sure nothing's broke, and then check your tag, make sure, oh shit, somebody broke my light, and making sure
Ladies, I want you to help me create a world of great men. Buy my book and give it to your man. He will thank you, and your son will thank you too. Hello again. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.
What they bout to hear, everybody knows what this sound is. Everybody knows what they bout to hear. More than a man is nothing to play with. More than a man takes dedication. More than a man is an endless job. Good for humanity, y'all deserve some props. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. Everybody knows the sound is clear. Everybody knows they hear the truth. More than a man, add some civility. More than a man, builds your integrity. More than a man, brings dependability to family, and his words is bonds will stand with thee.